This is an institute called Home for the Disabled Children and Disabled Persons. In this area, this has been established with a pure motive of service. It was started with 10 children initially, but the pure motive was to serve only 10 children because this is purely a private matter, and out of the concern for some disabled children this was started. But the need increased, and in this locality there are so many disabled children, and there are so many reasons for the children to be born disabled. One of the reasons is consanguineous marriages, which is very common in this locality. And as we have begun this institute for the disabled persons, then more and more disabled children used to come every day, and there were more demands, and often the children are left uncared for. They are thrown out into the streets. Some children are left at the temples, some children are left at the riversides, and some children are even used for begging by others. So this is the situation in this locality. And being inspired by God, we started taking care of these children, and often we go out and pick them up, and sometimes some people around also know that we are doing this service, so even people themselves will make a call and tell us that so and so child is left there uncared for. Parents, they do not know who the parents of the child is, they do not know who the parents of the child are, they do not know. So but we go and pick them up, and most of these children are mentally disabled, and some of them are physically disabled, and we bring them here and we give them so many treatments: physiotherapy, speech therapy, and special education, and so on. So many therapies we give, but we are not getting full support from others, from the government. We get a little help, partial help, but we are in debt. We need a lot of financial help. We are depending on local donors, but usually the local donors do not give us cash. They give us some things, and they want their names to be written on those things. And this indicates that they want their name to be published, but our motive is to serve, to get some money, and to make use of the money for the different needs of the children, disabled children. And our staff is completely involved in serving. Our teaching staff and non-teaching staff, and our director Vijay Kumar, and all of them are involved, and it is a wonderful service, and self-help skills are taught. The staff takes personal interest in treating them, taking them to toilet, and giving brushing, and all of them, feeding them, and even putting on clothes, etc. And this service is done marvelously, which others usually know. Some people find it very difficult, and this is purely with the intention or out of faith in God and our own ministries, and also an inspiration from Mother Teresa, a Catholic nun who did a wonderful service. So now this is a service that we have been continuing for the last 10 years, and we will continue, and our building is taken for rent. And nowadays we are being asked to vacate this building because in this locality people also do not like to give a building for rent for the purpose of this time. They do not like. We have approached other areas for a building, but they told that they do not want to give this building even if we pay a bigger amount, because they do not want to accept this situation, this kind of situation. Now, as we come to, and as we want to proceed further with our service, we have also some needs. We want to have a building of our own. We will be happy if some donors come forward to put up some buildings with all facilities for physiotherapies, and also for medical sick persons, and so on, for different purposes.
We have a home for orphans.
And we have home for the orphans. So we want to get some donors. We will be happy if some foreign donors come forward and definitely, and we are praying that the Lord may inspire some good souls so that we may get some money, and so that we may be able to pay our salary, pay the salaries well to our teaching staff and non-teaching staff, and also that we may render our service to many more people, many more disabled persons are all around. We get telephonic calls every day to accept some more children, disabled children, but our house is fully packed and we are not able to receive. So we are making our best efforts to continue and also to continue our service, and we will be happy if the Lord provides some more personnel and also some money, financial support we are expecting.